MLB Network comes to you live from the Mile High City and Coors Field. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Kansas City Royals and the Colorado Rockies. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. John Gray, a right-hander from the Sooner State, gets the starting assignment here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, the pride and joy of the Oklahoma Sooners, former first-round draft pick by the Colorado Rockies. Big, strong guy, John Gray. 96 to up at 100 miles an hour. Good, hard breaking ball, and his changeup has gotten better every year that he's pitched. The key for John Gray, throwing strikes. If he keeps the ball in the strike zone at 98 to 100 miles an hour, he is really tough to hit.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. A chance now for a look at the Royals starting lineup. Dero, what's the key for a road victory in this one?
Well, Matty, if I could tell this lineup one thing, it'd be let's get on this guy early. Day game in this ballpark, the sun starts glaring, starts getting later in the day, those shadows start creeping in right around the time that bullpen starts getting warmed up. Gotta find a way to scratch a few across early.
One out, nobody on. Now a line drive caught at third by Arenado. A laser that time, but it'll wind up with nothing to show for it. 2 away now. Digging in now for Kansas City, Alex Gordon. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. The 3-0 pitch. And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
Standing in now, Salvador Perez. Started that swing a bit too early. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish, and a fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He'll give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fit.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Royals leave 1. The Rockies coming up. We've got no score. Danny Duffy, the southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, thanks, Matt. And Danny Duffy, you're looking at a small stick of dynamite here. Not a real big guy, about 6 foot, 185 pounds, but good life on his fastball. Sneaky quick, 94 to 96. Good hard slider, a true slider. His changeup is getting better. You'll know if Danny Duffy's on early because he's a swing and miss left-handed strikeout type pitcher.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Taken, strike 2.
There's a called strike on a changeup, a particularly good one. That changeup up in the zone like this oftentimes gets hit very hard. Was able to get away with it that time, but if he's going to be successful, he's going to need to get that changeup down in the zone around the knees.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. With that, here's a look at the Rockies lineup card for this one. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup in a daytime home contest.
Well, Matty, the key to hitting the Coors Field is the fact that there's so much outfield ground for those guys to have to cover. There's a lot of base hits. Don't fall in love with the fact that you're going to drive the ball out of the park. That's going to happen naturally with just a good approach and a good pass at the baseball. But there's a lot of ground to cover in that outfield, which screams there are a lot of hits to be had.
The 1-1. Misses for the second ball. Bases are empty, one man out. Popped him up. Escobar into shallow center. He's got it, and there are two down now.
Batting third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Here's Nolan Arenado. First cuts for him here with the bases open and two away. Bases are empty here with two men out. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. There's a fastball that misses. Gerardo Parra would be next. Now the 3-2 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaways. Orlando's under it. And that's the third out. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. Still no score. Here now is Cheslor Cuthbert.
Come on now, let's go. Looking good, Rockies.
The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2.
Well, when you're behind an account like this pitcher is, it's a good time to work in something off speed if you're confident in it. Most hitters are looking for fastball.
And it's fouled away. Here now the 2-2. Count remains 2-2. Here's another 2-2. Line to the right side. But he will come on strong out there in right and pull this one down for the first out.
So here's how the Colorado Rockies are positioned defensively. And let's focus our attention on shortstop Trevor Story. We get big-time power, but also adequate on the defensive side. Taking over after Troy Tulowitzki left couldn't be easy, and Trevor Story did a heck of a job.
So next to the plate for the Royals, Hunter Dozier, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Two and two to Hunter Dozier.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can be punished. Didn't get him the weapon, but the execution was nice.
Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Back up the middle, backhanded, and there's out number 2.
Batting 7, center fielder number 16.
Stepping up now, Paulo Orlando. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. The 2-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. Parra is after it into the corner. He makes the catch to end the inning. AC down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So next it'll be the number 4 batter for the Rockies, Gerardo Parra, to lead off the home half of the second. Popped him up. Cuthbert has room in foul territory, and he brings it in on the warning track.
So here's how the City Royals are positioned. defensively. And we're fortunate enough to watch one of the best outfielders in the game. The Gold Glover resides in left field. Can go back on balls as easily as go in on balls. Strong, accurate throwing arm. Look for him to make a play today.
Striding in for the Rockies, Trevor Story. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now the 2-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. Bottom of the second here with no score. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. Strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
In now, Ian Desmond. Even count of 2-2 to Ian Desmond.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think it's right where he wanted it to end up, but he couldn't get him to chase at it. We'll see what they go with now after that didn't work out.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
3 up, 3 down for Colorado. We'll move to the third with no score. Some of the natural splendor of Denver and the surrounding areas. So we thank you for joining us here for Matinee Baseball on MLB Network. Here's Alcides Escobar, the shortstop. Individual matchup numbers against John Gray. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Outside in a full count, 3-2.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
And the payoff pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the lead man is on here to begin inning number 3.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Jorge Soler will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 12, Jorge Soler.
Nobody out, runner on first. Runner goes for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down is not going to get him right second.
You know, I like the aggressiveness there. They haven't cracked the scoreboard to this point, so it's clear they're trying to manufacture something by forcing the action. We'll see if it works out for them.
Off-speed pitch misses here, and he runs it to 3-1.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
The 3-1 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Blackman on the move. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. Striding into the box, Whit Merrifield. And clearly this is a critical moment in this ball game. Go ahead run at third with 1 away. set. Here comes the 1-1. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. The 1-2. His fastball taken high for a ball.
Amazing he was able to lay off in this situation. Your eyes light up when you get something above the belt, especially with a man on third base.
Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
So digging in now, Jorge Bonifacio. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Count is 1-2 now. Looking for the strike. The 1-2. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. We played 2.5. No score on MLB Network. Jesse Hahn, the 6'4" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching.
Jesse Hahn.
Here's Ryan McMahon now. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Orlando is there, and he has it for the first down. One away now in the Colorado third, and standing in now the catcher Chris Iannetta. The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column. And he struck him out. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
David Dahl will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
David Dahl.
Fastball is looked at for strike 2. Oh, got him looking at the 2-seamer, and that'll end it. See Alex Gordon to start things out when we come back. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Chris Russin, a 6'2" left-hander, jogs in to take over on the hill.
Chris Russin.
Now to the plate, Alex Gordon. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And a breaking ball stays outside. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Here now the 2-2 is ripped into the gap. This could be extra bases. That gets down, and the Royals' first hit of the game is going to be for extra bases. Gordon not stopping. He's heading for third. And he will make it there safely as he fires off the fourth with a leadoff triple. So there goes the no-hit bid as they finally get their first knock of the game.
Better late than never, huh? It was a memorable first hit, too. I thought maybe he was going to be content to stop at second, but no way. He barrels into third with a triple. That wakes up the dugout, too.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. He has the possible go-ahead run only 90 feet away at third base. Gordon, the runner at third with no outs. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Swing and a rocket to third. But quick reactions at the hot corner take away a hit, and there's one gone.
Now batting, third baseman.
Here now is Chesler Cuthbert. And he could very well get the intentional pass here, as that would set up a potential double play ball that might keep the game tied. Now the 1-1 pitch. Now a flare out toward right center. Parra sprinting after it. He can't get there as it falls in. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Stepping in now, Hunter Dozier. Line drive to left. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. The relay throw, and he is in there. Wow, he almost made a heck of a play in left.
Yeah, Batty, you can't fault the left fielder there. You'll see he makes a tremendous effort, but he just can't. And it gets past him for an extra base hit. Like the effort, though.
Into the box, Paulo Orlando. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. Struck him out, and now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Settling in now, Alcides Escobar reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. That one's there, 3-1. The 3-1. Finds the zone to fill the count, 3-2.
He's got a chance to ring up back-to-back Ks here, and that would be huge in this situation.
Sent on the ground out to second. LeMahieu gets to it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Royals out in front, 1-0. In now for Colorado, Charlie Blackmon. He's a dangerous hitter indeed. The reigning batting champion in the National League. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Lays off the changeup, and he's ahead in the count now, 3-1. DJ LeMahieu will be next. Into his motion comes the 3-1. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch or run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Second baseman E.J. LeMahieu. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Skied in the straightaway left. Gordon is there. One away. Here's Nolan Arenado. Lifetime against Jesse Hunt. A number of meetings. He's 1 for 7. Runners going. Pitch is high. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second.
That's a swipe at the bag, and this catcher, he throws really well, too, so that's not easy. Good job there by the base runner.
Two balls, 2 strikes to Nolan Arenado.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate. And for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
The 2-2. Fouled off. A swing and a miss. He offered it way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
Nice seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
Into the box now, Gerardo Parra. And, ooh, that strike zone's getting a little inconsistent now. It's 2-2. Last strike now for Colorado. And a fly ball. And this should do it. Bonifacio's under it. He's got it. And it's official. It's a no-hitter.
Wow, that game flew by. That's what happens when you get a well-pitched one-run game. Both hurlers battled, and it's almost a shame somebody had to lose this one.
A single run good enough to do it today. 1-0 the final score. Kansas City claimed the victory despite being held to only 3 hits. Jesse Hunt is credited with the win. So that'll just about do it. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. So long, everybody.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Kansas City Royals. 1 run on 3 hits. No errors.